Ever wondered how you can send a message, watch a video, or browse a website in just a few seconds? The internet makes all of this possible, but have you ever stopped to think about how it actually works? From the moment you click a link to the time a web page loads, there's a lot going on behind the scenes. In this video, we'll break down the internet's complex system in a simple way, so you can understand exactly how this digital world we rely on comes together. What is the internet? At its core, the internet is a global network of computers that are interconnected, allowing them to communicate with each other and share data. Imagine the internet as a vast spider's web, where each computer, server, and device is like a node, and the strands of the web are the connections that link them together. This interconnectedness is what enables information to flow freely from one computer to another, regardless of location. Whether you're sending an email, browsing a website, or streaming a video, your device communicates with others through this expansive network. The internet allows for seamless interaction between devices, and it's constantly growing. Every time you use the internet, your device sends and receives data from servers located all over the world. These servers store and manage the content that we access, such as websites, videos, and online services. The beauty of the internet lies in its decentralized nature. There's no single controlling entity. Instead, millions of individual networks work together to ensure the internet remains functional, making it a powerful tool for global communication, learning, and entertainment. How does data travel? When you interact with the internet, the data you send or receive doesn't travel in one big chunk. Instead, it's broken down into smaller packets. Each packet is like a tiny package of information containing part of the data, along with a destination address so it knows where to go. These packets travel across various pathways, using routers, cables, and wireless signals to reach their destination. The journey might seem straightforward, but in reality, the packets can take different routes, passing through multiple networks and devices before they reach the server or website you're trying to access. Once the packets arrive at their destination, they're reassembled in the correct order to form the original message, video, or webpage you were trying to access. This process happens incredibly fast, making it feel like you're instantly browsing the web or chatting online. The fact that packets can take different paths but still manage to reach their destination and be pieced back together shows just how flexible and reliable the internet's data transmission system is. This ability to send small chunks of data through multiple routes is one of the key reasons the internet is so robust, ensuring information can always reach you, even if one path is temporarily unavailable. What's an IP address? An IP, Internet Protocol, address is like the unique home address for every device connected to the internet. Just as your house has a specific address that allows people to find it, each device, whether it's your computer, phone, or even a smart speaker, has its own IP address. This identifier allows other devices and servers to know where to send the data. When you type a website's name into your browser, the IP address tells your device where to go to retrieve the site's content. Without an IP address, devices wouldn't be able to communicate with each other over the internet. IP addresses are essential for routing data across the internet. When you send a message or request a web page, your device's IP address ensures that the information reaches its correct destination. There are two main types of IP addresses, IPv4 and IPv6. IPv4 is the older format, consisting of 4 sets of numbers, like 192.1681.1, while IPv6 was introduced to accommodate the growing number of devices connected to the internet using a much larger number format. These addresses make it possible for billions of devices to send and receive information all over the world without any confusion or interference. What is DNS? The domain name system, DNS, is like the internet's phone book. When you type a website address, like www.example.com, into your browser, your device doesn't know where to find it unless it can convert that name into an IP address, the unique number that identifies the location of a server on the internet. This is where DNS comes in. It translates human-readable domain names into IP addresses, making it easier for users to navigate the internet without needing to remember complex number sequences. Essentially, DNS acts as an intermediary between the user-friendly domain name and the technical IP address behind it. DNS works behind the scenes to make browsing the web simple and efficient. When you enter a website's name, your device sends a request to a DNS server, which then responds with the corresponding IP address. This process happens in a fraction of a second, ensuring that the website loads quickly. Once the IP address is found, your device can connect to the website server and retrieve the content you're looking for. Without DNS, we would be forced to remember long strings of numbers for every website, making the internet far less accessible and user-friendly. How does Wi-Fi work? Wi-Fi is the wireless technology that allows devices to connect to the internet without needing physical cables. Instead of using traditional wired connections, Wi-Fi uses radio waves to transmit data between devices and a router. The router acts as a bridge between your devices and the internet, sending and receiving signals through the air. When you connect to Wi-Fi, your device sends data to the router, which then forwards it to the internet via your internet service provider, ASP. This makes accessing the web easier and more convenient, as you don't need to worry about plugging into an Ethernet cable. Wi-Fi is possible because the router and your device communicate using a specific frequency range, typically in the 2.4 GHz or 5 GHz bands. These frequencies are similar to the ones used by radio stations, but they're optimized for internet data. The router broadcasts these signals, which your device detects and connects to. Once the connection is established, your device can send and receive data without any physical connection. Wi-Fi has become the standard for internet access in homes, offices, and public spaces, offering a reliable and convenient way to stay connected while moving around within a range of the router. What happens when you visit a website? When you visit a website, your browser first sends a request to the website server, asking for the content you want to access. This request includes the domain name you've entered, and the browser uses DNS, domain name system, to translate that domain into the server's IP address. Once the server receives the request, it processes it and sends back the necessary data, like HTML files, images, videos, and other content. This information travels across the internet, typically in small data packets, and reaches your device almost instantly. Once your browser receives the data from the server, it begins to assemble everything into a readable format, displaying the webpage on your screen. During this process, it may also run scripts, load media like images or videos, and establish secure connections if the website is encrypted. Your browser ensures that all parts of the page load in the right order, so you can view and interact with the content without any issues. Every time you interact with the website, whether you click a link, watch a video, or scroll through a page, your device sends additional requests to the server, continuing the back and forth exchange of data that powers your browsing experience. Now that you have a better understanding of how the internet works, from the way data travels to how websites load in seconds, it's easy to see just how complex and fascinating this global network is. The next time you browse the web or connect to Wi-Fi, you'll know exactly what's happening behind the scenes to make everything run smoothly. If you found this explanation helpful, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more tech insights, and leave any questions or thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and stay connected.